Hello everyone. This is a quick video to demonstrate how to use pixels, events, custom events and pixel lists in Lidl. My name is Mitul Jain and I am the managing director in Microsys, the founder of Lidl and your host for this video. Let's get started. Create a link, click on the add Facebook pixel button and here you will find your pixel list. Select a pixel to use with this particular link or add a new one. Add a name and your pixel. For the sake of example, I will just use 123456. You may find your pixel ID here in the code. So just add it, and the pixel is now available here to use with this link. We can just save it, and the next time when you create a new link, you will find the pixel here. If you wish to remove the pixel, just select none and save it. It will remove the pixel from this link. Now below the pixels, these are events. Um, we observed that not many people use events. After chatting with a few people, we realized that there are two main issues. The first one is that people do not realize the power of events. They rely solely on page views and target their ads by URLs. If you too believe that page view is as good as any other event, please stay with me a little longer and I will share a pro tip with you at the end of this video. Now, assuming you will be using page events, let's move to the second issue. The second issue is that it is very hard to remember all the Facebook events, their exact keyword, exact capitalization, what event does what, etc. No one has the time to research all this, especially while creating a quick link. And the good news is little users do not need to. All the events available in Facebook are listed here along with their description and a use case scenario. So you may just select any event that you wish to use. Now, what variables these events are expecting, their syntax, their spelling, their capitalization, out of them which ones are mandatory, which ones are optional, etc. We have got you covered on that front as well. Just select the event and it will list all the variables that that particular event is expecting along with its description. But what values? Coming back to Facebook's guide, uh, we know that what data type do these variables are expecting. Content category is expecting a string, content name is expecting a string, the status is expecting a boolean. But boolean what? True or false, yes or no, 0 or 1. What exactly does this accept? I researched high and low but could not find the sample values for these keywords anywhere on Facebook. But after hit and trial, we figured the accepted values and listed them as the placeholder text. So if you're entering content IDs, you can enter a single or multiple separated by a comma. If you're entering a content name, that accepts a space. The currency accepts the three-letter currency code like USD, INR, etc. And here on this particular event, no field is mandatory. So there isn't any mandatory tag attached to any of these variables. But let's say we select the purchase event. In that case, it is required to enter the currency and value. So whenever there is any variable that is mandatory, you will see this applied over the variable name. So now this is set. Let's come to our next and the second most voted feature request, that is the ability to add custom pixels. So here they are. Just select custom from this list and it will list all your previously created custom events. If you want to create a new one, simply select new custom event. It will open this form, enter the event name and enter the params you want to use with this event. Let's say we want to add a SKU and value will be as 123456. That would be, let's say, currency, and it will be USD, price say 100. So you may add as many params as you want. Whenever you will click on the last field, it will insert one more field in the form. Add as many as you want. Add a description for your reference only. Let's say my custom product, and add the event. So the event has been added and it has been selected for you, and here you can see the values that you have entered. Just save this and it is all set. Now let's say we want to create another link and select the same custom event we created last time, and it will list the values that you had entered the previous time. So you won't have to wonder what for you created this variable or what data type did you use it for the last time. Just enter the value, save pixel, and wait for someone to land on the page. Happy pixelating. Now back to the pro tip. For a person to buy your product from your ad, he needs to see your ad at least 5 different times in at least 3 different mediums, such as ads, email, SMS, phone, push notification, you name it. To achieve the 3-5 rule, create an ad to inform the user about your product, get his email address, and ask him to sign up for, say, push notifications. But there is also a 10% rule. That is, every time you ask your users to take an action, only 10% of them will comply. That is, out of the 1,000 people you played your video ad, only 100 will give you their email address, and only 10 among them will sign up for the push notifications, and you will have to spend money on ads for each step. But it works. What if I tell you there is a better way and that is surprisingly untapped? They are Facebook's offers. Although they have been around for a while, not many marketers are using the offers. Just create a campaign with conversion as the objective. Let me show that to you. uh, Select the conversion as the objective, and here tick the offers, choose your business page. I will just choose one and create your offer. Just create the ad as you would have, but this time as an offer. Now all anyone need to do is to click on the get offer button below your ad, and Facebook will pursue the 3-5 strategy for you without any additional expense. Not only Facebook will send them an email, but will also send them a push notification and another reminder email as your offer is about to expire. Offers are absolutely awesome, but the magic starts when you start using events with them. You can set the events, say the purchase event in the offer, and just create the little URL for the thank you page and add the purchase event here. Fill in the details if you want to, or just save the pixel. Now add this little URL as the thank you page in your PayPal button settings. So let's say this is our PayPal button. This is a You have configured it for item name and price and everything. You can set the thank you page in the step 3 right here. Take the customer to this URL when they finish the checkout. So use the little URL right here and create the button. If you are not using PayPal button, you are using APIs in PayPal or any other payment gateway, then it is even much more convenient to achieve the same result using the APIs. And just save the settings, and that's all. You are all set. Now Facebook knows that your intent of creating the ad is to generate sales, and as the people start to buy, it will also know what kind of people are buying your product. Believe it or not, Facebook knows more about people than what people knows about themselves. It knows their likes, dislikes, purchase patterns, sites they visit, and so on. And using the data, its genius artificial intelligence determines people who are more likely to buy your product on that day and narrows down your target audience. As soon as the first 50 sales are complete, its AI has gathered all the information it needs and the magic starts to happen. And we didn't even had to do anything. We just created the same ad as we were going to create anyway, and spent much lesser amount to generate more sales. And everything was automated and self-optimized. Facebook's ad events are very powerful. If you are not leveraging the resources which are at your disposal. Although this example was for offers and purchase events, the same principle works for all other events and objectives. For example, you may use add to cart, and Facebook would know who added the products to cart but didn't buy it. They already took the first step and hence are more likely to buy your product. Guess who will Facebook target next for your ads? Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.